Welcome to Bubba Rob's Carnivore Journey. Hello everybody, it's Bubba Rob. How's it going? Just kind of want to make a comment here, make a little video. Yeah, geez, last Thursday I had quite an amazing day, and it's funny, I had such terrible sleep that night, but it's funny how you can not feel up to snuff and just everything seems to click. One of the things I've noticed from my journey is my diet lifestyle has changed in the last 7 months. Is I really don't get enough sleep. I don't. Why, I'm not sure, and sure there'll be lots of comments. Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you got sleep apnea? Or who knows? But for whatever reason, it seems to be worse than it used to be. Excuse me for yawning. I went to the gym this morning. But I last Thursday night I woke up about 2:30 in the morning, and geez, I had 3 meetups to do, and I actually rolled out of bed about 6 o'clock. It's kind of tough. It was, how would you say it? I left the house. I wasn't really sure what was going to happen because I wasn't really with it. So you kind of wondering, well, why did I have such a great day? Well, even though I was tired, I knew I had to get motivated. And I had 3 different meetups. One was at 9 o'clock with my friend Nathan. The other one was with Mike at 11. And the third one was with Channing at 1 o'clock. Each meeting I had with friends, and they're quite significant, especially something to do with the channel. And each person that I met up with, I actually have quite a strong relationship with over a number of years. And not only are they friends, but they actually have a level of expertise in their own field. And they've been following my channel and giving me their honest opinion on my message. And that really is important, because they are the people that really know me. Not only are they mentoring me through this process, but how would you say it? The first chat I had was with my friend Nate, and you really can't find a better, more honest person on this planet. I first met him at the old Gold's Gym here many years ago on Blanchard Street. We ended up going to the same college, the same program at different years, and we also worked at the same correctional center. And it was fantastic. And morning we met up and we just sat there and talked about training and the carnivore diet, mental health issues, life expectancy from our former employment, and how that and how it all relates to what I'm doing in my channel. Nate's fairly knowledgeable with diet and training. He's competed in strongman, powerlifting, and also Highland Games. Was also a lifelong natural athlete, which is very, very few and far between. We had shits and giggles about how I'm doing is the diet that I'm doing is not so much different than old school bodybuilding diets. It's all kind of funny. It's how old things do become new again. It's not really a rocket science. Cutting out high glycemic index carbs and processed foods will cause you to be a healthier human being and lose weight. It affects your mental clarity. It's just, it pretty much says it all. It's, if it was such a huge secret, or I should say, such a huge secret that Steve Reeves lived by. Anybody know who he is? It's one of the original Hercules, those old movies. The legendary trainer Vince Gironda, who advocated drinking unprocessed milk for the fat and casein milk protein. Nothing new, just common sense. Protein and fat content for muscle growth. We discussed how important mental health issues were, especially for first responders and military personnel, including veterans. You're actually talking about the life expectancy of former correctional officers. It's 57. That's where I'm at now. Probably I'm due. I'm borrowed time. What the fuck? I don't want to put any word in Nate's mouth, but he is very supportive of the message I'm given in a no-nonsense approach. Really appreciate it. Coming from one of my peers. Got a lot of respect for that, man. I mean, unbelievable. My next meeting was with a friend Michael, another great man. He's got his master's in social work and is a registered clinical therapist. Hope I got that all right. And guess what? He follows my channel too. We spent over an hour Thursday discussing my message to YouTube land. And one thing that he mentioned that it was being delivered, I should say, he really believed in the manner that I was given my content. It was a rather in-depth conversation. He liked the idea that I go through the extra mile and make sure what I talk about is relevant, comes from my heart. It's therapeutic. And I want to make sure it doesn't cause any harm to another, so I don't tell people what to do. I know I can, I apologize. I guess I'm a bit gruff at times, but I do have a tendency to call out certain behavior patterns out there so people come better. Never in a first person. We all need to grow together to become better. I'm really putting the work in here and taking what I do seriously. The next meeting I had was with my friend Channing. We talked about business, PTSD, people that we knew that who wouldn't break the barriers to help fight PTSD and mental health. They wouldn't accept treatment. They won't accept that there is actually an issue there, or a behavioral pattern, and how much they've left us far too soon. And it's just really, really sad. I don't know what else to say. He's got me applying for a program through the Wounded Warriors, which I believe he was on the executive of, for me to help things for myself and also become like a life coach to help other people. To make sure what I'm doing is really right. That man has really given a lot to that cause. I really appreciate everything he has to say to me, the words of encouragement, him following the channel, him willing to go above and beyond to help me out personally. I wouldn't be as motivated as I am if I didn't have friends like Nate, Michael, and Channing. I'm just very, very lucky to have them around me. I'm really not your typical carnivore person here giving a speech. I really think deeply about what I'm saying and what I'm trying to put out there. I gotta say, it was 3 very uplifting conversations I had with them, all 3 of them. was on a bit of a high. Some parts of the conversations kind of put me in deep thought after, especially when I was talking to Nate and Channing about, the people that aren't around us anymore. I find it very sad. Kind of knocked me on my ass a little bit when I started thinking about it. I just find, especially when I'm reading comments, I've had numerous comments lately by some people. They're quite heartfelt. One person actually asked me if they sent me a note about wanting their messages deleted because I guess they wrote stuff that they thought was too personal about their own journey and their own issues, especially in regards to like mental health and medications and whatnot. So I wrote and asked which ones they wanted deleted. I haven't got a response to that yet, but so I think the best thing for me to do, out of respect to somebody who feels uncomfortable with it, that at some point today I'm going to try and go through all those and actually delete every message that was sent. I'm not here for anybody to feel uncomfortable or whatnot. I find that if you're willing to share, it could be a great thing for somebody else not to feel so alone. But then again, if you write something and you don't feel quite comfortable with it being out there, whether people know it or not, or know who you are, it should really come down. It's a respect issue. I don't believe it's serving anybody any purpose for it to be there if the person who wrote it doesn't feel comfortable with it. It's just not a good thing. But anyways, I guess what I'm talking about with my message today was, I was having a kind of a tough time, then I had a really good day with some great conversations. But then I started really thinking about what was talked about, and it's not necessarily the easiest things that we can talk about. It's all a part about growing. So that's kind of why I've been deep thought the last couple days, because I'm trying to figure out what can I put out there to help people the most, right? I really don't believe it's me putting videos out there rendering pork fat or saying everything's hunky-dory, because it's not. Every day is a struggle for everybody, regardless of what you think. We have good days, we have bad days, sometimes we shake it off, sometimes we can't. The only thing I hope is I just hope people get rewarded for putting the positive out there. But don't be afraid to share some of the things that aren't right. We really got to be real. We got to show that we have some humanity, and along with being strong, we are also vulnerable as human beings. Okay? Well, anyways, I'd like you to please hit the like, share, subscribe. That's my chat for today. I have a feeling I'm going to have to edit quite a bit about it. That's okay. Anyways, I love you all. You guys have a great day. Remember to be a good person, good stoic, good carnivore, good biker, good bluesman, good rainbow warrior, good whatever your is. The most important thing is to be kind. Be thoughtful. Honor your word. Remember, even with having a bad day, there's always a chance of it being a good day. Okay? Love you all. Bye-bye.